Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to StarRupture. Well, as you can see, we just had a rupture and everything is looking a little bit frazzled. I'm going to run out and go and pick up the Ignitium, and yeah, we need these, so whenever we get the opportunity, we should collect them. And there we go. That's about all I'm going to collect this time around. Right, so today, the plan is we're going to extend... we just unlocked something. So, as I was saying in today's episode, we are going to expand the factory. In order to do that, we need some extra blueprints. There's more out here that I could... I'm going to go and get it. Be right back. Alright, that should do it. I've got a couple of meteors as well. One of the things that I did between episodes was I added a furnace on here to make us ceramics. And I brought a line through from the calcium area to feed calcite sheets into this facility. And this is now making ceramics, and the ceramics are going into a storage. I figured I might as well because I'm going to need them. And I still had power and cooling capacity, so I just did that. And time has moved on a little. We are still well within our cooling capacity, so no problem there. I added some storages in and separated things out so I could keep it a little bit more organized. And we have an unlock. So what did we get? We got the LEMs. So those are done, and now we can move on, and the next one will need ceramics, and that is going to be the food station. We are working our way towards the helium extractor. This one we are almost done. That's the war bonds, which will then get us closer to getting the defense turret. This one I'm not really concentrating on. I'm not delivering it yet, mainly because I don't have heat-resistant shield set up. And then this one, we're working our way quickly towards Rail V2, which is going to be pretty important for our next factory. I've also put in everything that I could into the recipes. So right now we're looking for a stabilizer blueprint, and then we've got to get to glass. Now for glass we need helium, so that's a little bit away, but that stabilizer blueprint is going to be important to us. And then on the furnace side, helium, glass again, and synthetic silicon. We've got to find the electronics blueprint. I know where that is, very far away. Yeah, the chemicals maybe... But yeah, everything that I could throw in, that I had available, has been thrown in. So we are progressing pretty well. Anyway, we need to find some blueprints and we need to build a new factory. Something that's going to make us the intermediate products. And that will be over in that direction. We have a look on the map up over here. We have high quality wolfram. We've got some titanium over here. We've got calcium over here. And there's more stuff across the way to the east. And that will be a bigger factory. And then we're going to head out further out in this direction. I think it is in this direction, somewhere out here. There's a couple more points of interest that we can go and investigate and hopefully get ourselves the blueprints that we're looking for. So there's a lot to do. Let's get stuck in. We have finished the Griffith Blue Corporation. We can claim our war bonds. And we have a few war bonds available. I think they're in my ammo box. So we got 98. Let's go and see if we can do anything better with our secondary weapon. So right now we are using the extended mag. And I have already unlocked the 3x optic scope. And that is being used. Let's see, what can we do here? Reduces deployment time, not really that important. Increased rate of fire. That could be good. This one... Weapon sway reduction, I actually like that. And that's movement speed. I think I'm going to go for this one. So we'll unlock it and then we'll choose and confirm. And I only have 48 war bonds left, so I'll just put the rest away. And then go and offload all the stuff that I don't need to be carrying with me. Right, I have ammo. And where I'm going, that should be enough. Now that we can see, since everything is stable. Let's take a trip. I think maybe into that valley. Now we're going to encounter baddies along the way, and we'll sort them out. Okay, no, that's not the right way. I do need to go up in that valley through, or past that facility that I ran through in the previous episode. And I'm hearing baddies. Oh, hello. Yeah, they're fun. So I've come through that valley, and we're heading towards where the world engine is, the forgotten engine. Yeah, I could have gone up the other valley because that I think is the location that I'm looking for. We have a geoscanner. I'm not going to do that one yet. I will, however, just run down and we have serpent root. There's something new. And there's a nice helium deposit over here. Yeah, I'm just going to make sure that I have that mapped. All right. So now that I've seen it, it's on the map. And then I'm going to head over that way because I believe that is the location that I want. And more serpent root. Serpent root is very important and also pretty rare. And now I just have to find my way up to that location. So let's see if I can skip up through the rocks. Now there's a blue haze around this location. Oh, and I've got friends. Yeah, more of them. And I'm stuck in a hole.
Reloading.
Alright, well, I'm getting rid of them slowly. Okay, they seem to be coming from the top. It looks like I may need to go around. I honestly don't remember how to get into this place. But I think maybe I do need to run around. Yeah, this looks like it. Okay, I'm hearing sounds. I'm being followed.
Changing max.
Okay, those are... Yeah, if you all walk in a straight line, it makes it very easy. Thank you. Alright, well, here's the location. So if we go to the map, I'm around the... Oh, hello. I'll look at the map shortly. But the thing is, we're going into a bit of a toxic area now, and there are these items on the ground. You could take them out with your laser, but we have to take all of these out. Otherwise, these guys just keep respawning. So this is going to be a little bit of a fight. Holy cow, there's a lot of them. Yeah, so just running around, making sure that these blue things are done, and taking out a few of these guys while I'm at it. Well, if I could hit anything. It's like they know when you're aiming at them because then they run. The sight is pretty cool though. Anyway, I'm continuing my way through and taking out all of these blue blobs. And once I've got all of them, oh dear. I've got a problem. I need to get out of here. My health is taking a massive hit. Need to get my health sorted out. And I have a food for that. Anyway, this will give me a chance to pick up some of these at the bottom. So I'm going to grab a survival pack. That will help my health a little bit. And that immediately gets wiped out. I'm at 50% health, but I've got my shield back, so not too bad. And I don't think there's too much left for me to do here. But I'm probably going to need to go underneath. I don't know if there were any of those corrupt things in here. There's one that I missed over there. And then there are probably going to be some in the building. Yeah, and you've got no shield. And as long as this place is infected, these guys just keep respawning. So, yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage. Let me do another one of these. Sort that guy out. Wow. I need to find where those other corruptions are. No, again. Alright, I'm just going to run out for a moment, sort out my shield and my health. Alright, I'm all fixed up again. Now I need to run in and see if I can find those last bits. It doesn't look like there are any underneath, but I'm getting hit. That might mean that I need to go right to the top. And there they are. I hope that is it. No, apparently not. And my health is super low, so I'm just going to run out again. Alright, and that's my health taking a knock again. I need to find where that corruption is. Oh man. Not around here, no. Well, they've hidden it well. And I've probably run past it a few times. Oh. Okay, and back in we go. Oh, I think I found it. Is that it? Please tell me that's it. Yes, finally. Wow, that was well hidden. Alright, now I just need to take out these lost little pains in the butt. They'll stop respawning now. Alright, done. I still hear some. I think that's it. I think I got them. Right, now we can actually start exploring this place. Right, so there's a body. And we've got goodies. And a tablet. Personal diary. And in here we just got some building material. Oh, wait, it's not over. Where are you? I can hear you. Okay, well, don't know where it is. He'll show himself eventually. We can head up here, go and grab what we can. Actually, does this give health? No, don't really need that. And then I'm gonna just climb my way to the top. There's a body here as well. Got some goodies, and there's the blue box. And here we get the stabilizer, and we got the stabilizer blueprint. That is really good. Right, everything up here is done. There's this top floor on this building that I haven't been into. And this has got some goodies. Some food. Calorie bar. Good. And that is about it. I'm still hearing enemies. I just don't know where they are. There you are. Goodbye. And then just walk through and make sure that I haven't missed anything else. Check the map. There is a body over in that direction. And a drone as well. There's the drone. The body should be down there. Right, let's grab that. What was that? Unknown casing, 1,000 data points. Very nice. Right, the body is around here somewhere. Is he hiding underneath? Or in the rocks? I see him. Okay, and got a limb. Fog of war clearance by 25%. Not really concerned about that. And here's the drone. And the drone, that's 400 more data points. Very good. Alright, well, I've spent a bit of time out now. We have the stabilizer, which is another blueprint that we needed. So I think I'm going to head back. But before I go back, just so that you know where we are on the map, we're over here. And that is from our starting location, northeast. But it's a bit of a trip if you do it the way I went. But I'm going to go back a different route. Right, we still have some guys up on the mountain over here. See if I can attract them, get them to come down and visit. Come on, buddy. Well, I'm hitting them from a distance, and they are not coming after me. Some good sniping going on. Anyway, if I don't hit him, he's very far away. If I don't hit him, I'll get him later. Anyway, we're heading down into this valley. Our starting area was over there. Oh, hi. Alright, well, he's done. Saw something over here out of the corner of my eye. There it is. It's a drone. Good stuff. More data points. So this is the nice valley that I'm going to do my next factory in, that we're going to start shortly. So, right here, wolfram, right here, titanium, over there, calcium. Oh, and there's dudes down here. Oh, there's some more. Okay, they're taken care of. Any more? Nope. Do want to clear the area out. What's that? Oh, is that a bad guy? Well, it was. Yeah, before I start building here, it would probably be a good idea to clear out the riffraff, because otherwise they're going to attack my machines in my factory. So as you can see, we have a nice flat area over here, and I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm just clearing out a little bit. So, yeah, so this is a very nice big area. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to do basically 4 different factories. There'll be one factory doing the basic processing of the calcium, one for basic processing of titanium, one for basic processing of wolfram. And then I'm going to bring them all together into this area, and this will be where I'm going to make the more serious products. So let's have a look at the map. We're over here right now. I'm going to start off up here, and right in between these two, I am going to grab that first. I'm going to put down a core just at about that level. Right, so that's a start. Then I can bring the platforms over this way and over this way, and we'll be able to have our basic wolfram. Oh, hello. Gotcha. There's going to be more. Right, that's sorted. Oh, dude. Alright, so this is one. And then I'm going to head over in this direction, because I think I'm going to have 4 cores around here, because it's going to be a big factory. So if we go up as high as we can, there's going to be overlaps, and I'm okay with that. But this core will probably be around there. And then we'll have another one over in that direction to cover the calcium. So maybe not 4, maybe just 3. And while I'm running over there, I'm going to grab some nice water. Good jobs. I think I'm okay on hydration and food at the moment. Not so good on health. So let's see how we're going to do this one. Yeah, let's have this over on this side. I'll elevate it as much as I can. And then on this side, we can do the calcium processing. Won't need to be a very big facility. Now, these cores don't need to be connected to power, so you don't have to worry about that. But I would like to have a habitat. So we're going to stick one in over here. Oh dear, I really messed that up. Yeah, that spot should be fine. We'll put an airlock on. Get some extra platforms built. Ah, man, I messed up the height again. I think I got it that time, so reinstate everything. And we'll give ourselves a little extra space in front. And then I can head in here, get some viewports going so we can get a really good view of the next rupture. And build an analyzing station right there. And we can start analyzing all the stuff that we've picked up. Get lots and lots of points. Right, and now we have extra capacity. So I'm going to need to head back to the starter location so that I can offload a bit of the fruit. Try not to use too much of it for actual food because I need it for research. But since I'm going to be here quite a lot, this might as well be a bit more of a formal base. So I'll give it another level up, get the ladder in, go upstairs, get viewports across here as well. Yep, Sky's starting to get angry, it's coming soon. We'll build a regeneration chamber in here, and I'll assign myself to it. As usual, corporate terminal. Don't know if I'll need it, but the item printer and a recipe station we'll put over here. Now, I'm not going to put a LEM station in here necessarily, or an equipment station. Don't really know if I need them. Let's have a look at where we are. So we need ceramics to go in for the food station. We need tubes to go in. Oh, this is already happening. We need stabilizers for the defense turrets. This needs heat-resistant shields. And this needs titanium housing that we're busy working on. The only one that we can really do right now is put some ceramics in and get the food station unlocked. So before I start this factory, yeah, I'm going to head back to the starting area. Right, I am back. I need to direct some stabilizers, ceramics, into this line. And then I can go inside the building and, well, no, then I can't go inside the building. I need to come to one of these. Yep, this one for future health solutions. Choose the ceramics. And we'll let that run. And there they come. Now, if we check out our blueprints, we did find the stabilizer blueprints. So I'm going to go to we're about to have a wave. Insert that one. We have now unlocked stabilizers. So that means we only have one recipe left for the fabricator. And that's for the applicator. So, have we unlocked? We are very close to having the helium-3 extractor unlocked. So we'll be able to start on that line as well. And we have the wave warning. It's going to be happening shortly. And I now have a whole box full of LEMs. And I'm very far away from unlocking another slot. Shall we go and watch this one, since I don't really have anything else to do? This is unbelievably good. Oof. Alright, everything is returning to normal. We're safe. I need to run out and pick up some wolfram powder and a whole bunch of building material. We're going to need that where we're going. So yeah, I'm just going to take all of it because I need to make some new ammo anyway. And that should be fine for now. I've got some food, got some water, got some healing stuff. We're good. So let's head out and go and build another factory. Well, we're here now and there's some magnesium lying around, so I want to get that. And we'll get rid of this meteorite while I'm here as well. Super. All done. So now we can start the build. And I'm going to put down platforms going out in that direction. Right, now in this area it got a little steep. And as a result, I cannot place a foundation to get to the top because it's saying it's not connected to the ground. So what we need to do in that situation is get a pillar support going. But we need to set it to the same height as this. So if I do that, and then we bring this over there. I had it in the wrong place, I think. Over there, maybe? Now, I don't really need to go any further over. I think I've got enough space here, but I should be able to Oh no, definitely not the right height. These are a bit hit and miss. So we'll try it there, and I needed to go a bit higher than that. Oh, that's a bit odd. Building is not connected to the ground, but the one under it is. So what's going on? Maybe put one on top of the other? Okay, now I've gone too high. Alright, how are we looking there? That's the right height. So now I could put this down and I could extend it out. But I don't need to do that. Anyway, let's get our first smelters in. And I think I'm going to bring all of that stuff down this way. So we will have the smelters coming down over here. Now each of these can handle 60 per minute. And we have a belt now that can handle 240. So we need 8 of these. So I do need to tack 2 more onto this. And there you go. I was almost right on my platform. Just needed to go 2 more out. And some of these will change anyway because they're going to need to change 2 connectors. But this is going to be done differently based on the new rails that we should have shortly. So we are super close now. Alright, good. Let's get these all set up. So these 2 will be 60. Yeah, so we've got a 60 here, we've got a 60 here, we've got a 120 over here, 220s. Well, we don't need all of them. So I'm going to put this in, get that down, and get that down, and then we're going to bring all of those belts down to join up and go in over here. So that will be the line that they'll come in, and then they'll go down the line, and then we'll do the looping. So I'll start placing down the connectors. This one can come through over here, and I'm going to bring regular belts, the tier 1 belts, that can come down, and then that's going to link into this one. This one can come down, link into that one, and from here I need tier 2, except for this one. Right, so this will have to come in, tie into this, so that'll be 240 coming down on our line. And this whole place needs power, so I'm going to have to get that sorted out. Fortunately, we have unlocked a new power option, and that is the wind turbine. And that bad boy there is as good as 10 of the solar panels. Right, we've unlocked something. There we go. We have the Rail V2. Perfect timing. So I'm going to select that, and then we can go and connect these lines in. That will go in here, so that's 180 coming from that side, 60 coming from this side, then head that down into there, and then we are going to build the multi-rail 3 over there. And we're building it just one before. Oh, that's not the right place. Needed to be there, and those are all good. Let me just fix this up. So we can delete that one and just grab that floor and put it back. Now we can build our rails, and that can plug in. Oh my gosh, put it on the wrong side. Got this all messed up. That's what happens when you aren't quite thinking. Alright, that was not a terribly costly mistake. That means that I need to move this one back just a little bit. So we'll just pop that one in there, get this reconnected, and then we're going to plug these in. Now, as far as I know, these do switch tracks if they need to. We're going to have to test that because I actually haven't done it this way before. So let's see if this works. With this first machine, we'll set the recipe, titanium bar, nothing is coming down. Ah, this is not going to work then. Right, let's try something else. We're going to take this out and replace it with a 1 into 3. Make sure I've got everything in the right way, like that. Plug that in, plug that into there, and then I can have one carry on straight. Oh, no, not that. Okay, well, everything's coming down the line now. But what we can do then is have the middle one go there, and then this one carry on straight, and then the middle one there, this one carries on straight, and so on. Is that going to do the trick? I think it might. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, the second machine will work, but I'm not sure that the third one will. Okay, that one is working. Let's see if we have any come through because it's not sharing a line. Yeah, this probably isn't going to work. I have to figure out another way to do this. Yeah, I think this might work. So using these lines and not the 3 on both sides. So the 1 in, 3 out. Let's just check. That should be working, because that's taking that line which is splitting from here. It's going down, it's splitting out. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking with these. Let's get rid of them. Right, so I replaced all of those junctions, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the middle one, and that's the one that'll carry on straight, and then that will go off. So let me get all the straight ones in and tie them in. And that is going down the line now. Well, we got another reward. Let's make sure that all of these recipes are set. Check that everything comes all the way down the line. And yes, everything is coming all the way down the line. Fantastic. Okay, these ones, output is full. Owner, recipe. Good. These are all working. I don't know why, but for some reason I thought that these would switch tracks. Not really important though. So I will just get rid of them and replace them with them. Okay, so these are all going to come through in this direction. And they'll be facing that way. And I'm just using tier 2 belts all the way through. Not very worried. And we'll tie those all in. Now this actually does look a lot better than the other way. So there you have it. We have 8 smelters producing 240 ingots. And I think I'm going to do the smelters on the Wolfram side straight away. So let's get those miners in. Looks like we've got plenty of overlap. And I'll point them all in this direction. Ooh, I haven't got one of them covered, but it doesn't matter because I've got a couple over here that are covered. I just have to go and check the quality to see which ones I actually need. So this one, oh, it's regular. So that's 120. That's regular, so that's 120. Wow, these are good ones. They look like they're all regular. Yep, they're all normals. So I really only need 2 of them. So a couple of them will be going away. Now before I do those, I'm going to start looking at where I'm going to be doing this main factory area. And I think if I do it at this level, it should be pretty good. Maybe I'll go a little higher, about there. Let's see how far over it allows me to go then. Yep, this is good. And I'll even be able to clear these rocks. Perfect. Gives me a massive area to work with. So we start our first Wolfram smelter right around there. And we'll need 8 of these. Alright, I'm going to have some height problems. I'm thinking I might have height problems. Yep, going to need to put some supports in here. So the easiest way to do that is to grab these supported platforms, get one of them in at the height that you can go. Oh, for some reason I can't build there. Can build, must be a height thing. Yeah, so let's get some supports in at that level. We'll bring a few around. I think I've placed these incorrectly, have I? No, that should work. I can, that's going to be tight. It should be fine. And now hopefully, no, it won't let me build. It's doing that thing again. That's very weird. It just will not let me build in this spot. How about now? No, I've put those little things in underneath at the right height, but no, it will not let me build those here. Looks like I'm going to need to shift. Unless I try regular platforms. Oh, wait, maybe. There's still hope. Yep, it just needs that extra support. Although, some pieces don't. Well, it looks like I might not have to move. And this last one is, I don't know, for some reason, this one is not working. But that's fine. And we are sorted. So, now I can bring a platform. Oh, yep, the height is going to be a problem over here. But not too much of a problem, because if we set this level right there, and we bring that across, now we don't have to do that. We can bring it down to where it's comfortable. So about there, and then we can raise the top bit. I don't know, maybe that's too high. And it's in the wrong place anyway. Right, let's try that again. We can bring that up, and that is as high as it'll allow me to go. Oh man, it's 1 block off. Oh well, that's fine. This will just have to do a little jig into there. Cool. And then this one will need to have that. Ooh, these slopes are going to be crazy. And then this one can come around to there and then go up into there. And now we can feed. So first slot goes in, second slot goes straight. And we'll just run all of them in. And with that, we are Come on, done. Cool. So now I have to feed them out, and I think they're probably going to come out. Oh, hold on a sec. 7. I've only got 7. I do have enough space to put another one in here. Super. That's all connected up. And then, yeah, I'm going to bring them back into this area over here. So we'll put the junctions in. Oh, doesn't like that for some reason. Oh, there. And then I just need to connect all of these lines together. And that is that. So we have the titanium ingot line coming in that way. We have the wolfram ingot line coming in that way. That can then go down into this area and do their thing. And I can't believe that this is still all on with just the one wind turbine. I am going to put another one down. And these clip into the rocks. Well, that's not a problem. Right, we have unlocked something, so let me go and claim it. Ah, there's a helium extractor. That is going to be good. We're not going to use it just for a short while, but at least it's unlocked. The large habitat, not really important to me, but we need to go through that to get to the mega press. Clever Robotics, they want stators. Stators, if we get enough of them, if we finish this contract, we get the cargo dispatcher and the cargo receiver. That's huge. That allows us to move things across the map without having to run really long rail lines. So yeah, we need to get that done ASAP. We are currently working our way towards the food station. We need glass or synthetic silicon for this. We need stabilizers for that. We need heat-resistant shield for that. And this one needs status. All right, well, that's where we are. Can't really do any more contracts right now. So let's start things over here. I'm just going to use the supported platforms, set this, and just go big. Well, we have a wave coming in, and we have a big platform. I wonder if I have time to... No, I'm not going to try and run over. I've almost run out of building material. I've only got 1,000 left. Oh, maybe a little bit more. Let's get some stairs. Yeah, this may not be the best way to make the stairs. And I'm half a platform out. Oh, that sucks. Might have to use the other stairs. Yeah, the shallow stairs. But that is going to take up a bit of space. And now it's unstable. Oh, looks like I might be running out of time. Yep. Let's get inside. And yeah, we can watch it from here. Oh, well, we survived that, and it looks like everything is slowly returning to normal. There you go. And that means I can continue. So I don't think I'm going to do the shallow stair. This is wrong. I may do... I want to try a shallow stair for this last step. Nope. Let's see. How do we fix this? Oh, man. Half a platform height. I really don't feel like breaking all this down. Maybe what I can do is use the ramp. So this extendable walkway, if I bring that down, yeah, that works. That works, and it actually doesn't look too bad. Perfect. It also transfers power, which is not going to be a problem because the rails transfer power as well. So now what we're going to have over here is a bunch of fabricators. Those will feed a line going to all the other machines all the way down this way. And then I'm going to do the processing for the calcium over there, and that can come into the line further down because it's not, I don't think it's really needed in the first set of fabricators. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I'll bring the line through so that it will work anyway. And this is probably going to extend out a bit more. But we're going to leave a little space here and we'll start putting fabricators down. Let's see. Yeah, I think this will be the location for the first. And what am I colliding with? Am I out of material? No, I'm not. The heck? Well, it's colliding with something. And if I do it like that, then it works without a problem. Okay, so maybe these platforms are not the best idea. Alright, I cleared them out and now there's no problem building. Okay, so there are a whole bunch. And we'll start with the first item, the titanium rods. Now I think we're going to need everything here, so this is going to use 30 per minute. We'll do another rods, then we'll do 2 titanium sheets, and those do 60 per minute. No, they also do 30. Wait, hang on a second. This takes 1 to make one every 2 seconds. So that's 30. That'll be 60 of the ingots used. This will take it up to, uses 1 every 2 seconds to make 2. So that's using 30 per minute as well. Right, so 2 titanium sheets. Thinking maybe 3 and 3. Thing is, I don't know the recipes well enough to know what's coming down the line and what I actually need. So maybe I should plan that better. So I'll put a couple of test machines out to the side. Got a furnace and a fabricator. We are going to want to make stabilizers which use titanium rods. We need rotors which use titanium rods. Stators that use the housings. Housings use titanium beams and titanium sheets. And for the heat resistant shield, that also needs titanium sheets. The inductors need tubes, right? And on the fabricator side, okay, I have a better idea now. I need more rods, more beams, more plates. Okay, I think what I may do is have 2 rows of fabricators, 1 row to do everything that we need for titanium, 1 row to do everything that we need, the basic stuff that we need for Wolfram, and then join those lines and bring them through on a loop. Yeah, I think that's probably the best thing to do. Maybe. But I think that's where I'm going to leave this one. If you like this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know your thoughts. And if I'm missing anything. But I think, yeah, probably just get all the iron stuff made. I will increase the number that make rods because that seems to be more in demand as we progress down the line. Because the rotors need them, the stabilizers need them, the tubes need them. Anything on this side? Yep, that's about it. Cool. Now, I think I have in mind what I want to do. And we'll continue this factory, and we will also in the next episode start unlocking the better transportation system, the dispatcher and the receiver, which is the one that needs the stators. So that's the first one I'll focus on. We need those. That means that we can bring helium over here from somewhere else, and we can add it into the system to get glass production going. But we'll get into that next time. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, cheers!